This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
NotBadAnymore.com.
There's been another open carry incident in New Hampshire, at least according to a caller on Porcupine 411. The man identified himself only as MJ, said he was a Vermont resident, and that he had an open carry incident in Claremont. An incident similar in some ways to this one from Manchester 2007. The man says he and his wife were well dressed and out attempting to buy a computer at Walmart. They have trouble going out during the daytime for family reasons. When they stopped to get a coffee at a convenience store, apparently the convenience store operator called the cops on them, and when they were over at the Walmart trying to pick up their computer, that's when the officers came along. Or at least one officer. Was a Department of Safety trooper, according to the caller. Anyway, I'm going to play you a little bit of an excerpt from the call, and more details will probably come out as time goes on.
And an officer from the New Hampshire Department of Safety, State Police, comes in, and he walks to the aisle that we're in the back of the store with the electronics on. He looks at us, and he kind of ducks behind the aisle so we don't see him, but we can see his shoulder. And he radios something in over the radio, and then he pulls a pad and paper out of his pocket, and he walks down our aisle. And he's looking on the opposite side of the aisle that we're in. And across the aisle from the computers we were checking out, they sold cordless phones. So he's picking them all up and setting them down, and then looking at us, and then looking on his, I believe it was like a purple notepad with a pen, and he's writing down stuff on there, and he keeps looking at us, and I'm thinking, oh man, this guy, you know. And he's looking to see who's carrying an open gun. But the thing is, before we got there, well, as we pulled into the parking lot, we open carried it in the gas station, and then we got to Walmart, and we decided to unload the weapon and to lock the ammunition up separately from the gun. So that's exactly what we did, and the ammunition went into the trunk, and the gun came into two halves, and they were both locked in separate compartments, and we continued to shop. So this cop follows us from one aisle to the printer aisle, which is next aisle over there, and then we decide, well, hey, let's go smoke a cigarette and decide what computer we want. We go outside, smoke a cigarette, and the cop follows us out there, and he's shining a light around our car like he's in the middle of some investigation. So we go back into the store after a cigarette, and we're both very worried. I mean, I felt very intimidated. This cop was definitely looking he was definitely looking very hard for a reason. But I was thinking about all the way it happened. This is definitely, I believe, a success for Dave Ridley and these videos that he posted on the internet about open carry. So obviously this guy at the gas station with the hard looks, he obviously called the police on us, and the police followed us to our shopping destination and checked us out probably at least a dozen times while we were in there, walking in circles around us, staring at us, giving us hard looks. And we were prepared for what could happen. And I pretended as if I was talking to the PortFest 101. So I took my phone out while he was standing right in back of us. And I believe that's why he didn't arrest us or try to arrest us or try to trump up something. He had the look in his eye. So we checked out and we paid in cash with $100 bills, which would be an excellent reason for open carry. So as we checked out, we went out of the store, and the lady says, well, I have to see the receipt for that box. And the officer stood right maybe 10 feet from us, watching the whole thing with his notepad in his hand. I told my old lady to go get the car and pull it up front. He followed her to the car, started his car. She pulled up to the front door. He followed around, pulled up like he was going to stop there too, looked at me, looked at the cell phone, looked at her, and he drove off. So I loaded the computer into the van. I'm on you guys' website now. So I just really thought I wanted you to know that. I feel like you guys, this number, I probably should have called it when it happened, but I think the officer was concerned that I was talking to you guys because I had you guys programmed into my phone. I held the phone to my ear, and kept looking at him when he was looking at us, and it kind of kept him at bay. So I would definitely consider this a victory, and I hope you guys don't stop what you're doing and keep it up, you know. I mean, we're not free staters from New Hampshire. We're from Vermont, and we watch your show, and, you know, we watch it whenever we could. So keep it up. Many local people that have been made aware of this and that are very much trying to pursue this movement of liberty. So keep it up and don't stop.
Did the Foodstuffs Consumption Authority force you to eat too much over the holidays? Well, this man would like you to learn how to lose 5 to 20 pounds in just 9 days. See for yourself at
notbad.anymore.com.
the doctor who says he's lost 37 pounds in just a month. The technique of accelerated weight loss through nutritional cleansing. The website, notfatanymore.com. Scroll to the bottom. Click on the link. Watch the shocking video, Cleansed for Life.
Notbadanymore.com.